Being a celebrity isn't easy, and it can really change someone's behavior. In this video, we are going to take a look at 5 of the nicest and 5 of the most rude celebrities, starting with one of the worst celebrity reputations in Hollywood, Tommy Lee Jones. Back in 1998, he played the role of Two-Face in Batman Forever, alongside Jim Carrey, who played the Joker. According to an interview with Carrey, Jones said that he really hated him.
Mentor D said, "Oh, Tommy, I hear you're working with Tommy Lee Jones. He's over in the corner having dinner." And I went over and I said, "Oh yeah, great." I went over and I said, "Hey, Tommy, how you doing?" Like that, and the blood just drained from his face, like he had been thinking about me 24 hours.
You'd already done the movie.
It was just fucking no. It was before the biggest scene we have together in the movie, and the blood just drained from his face, and he started shaking, and he got up and he went like this. He must have been in mid-kill me fantasy or something like that. He was like like this, and he went like to hug me, and he said, "I hate you. I really don't like you." Like that. and I said, "Gee, man, what's the problem?" And I pulled up a chair, which probably wasn't smart. And he said, "I cannot sanction your buffoonery."
But not only other celebrities had bad encounters with Jones. According to this Reddit user, who once worked as a security guard for him, Tommy Lee Jones was the rudest celebrity he has ever met. "I was working as a security guard on a movie shoot for The Hunted. My second week on the job, I was posted in front of Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro's trailers on this side street in a residential area. Basically just stand there all day and make sure nobody fucks with anything. I come in at 10 AM and relieve the overnight person. I'm standing there and this dog comes trotting me up, super friendly. I assumed it was a neighborhood dog that got out. It just kind of hung out with me for about 20 minutes until an SUV comes flying down the street and stops right before the barricade. I see an old man hop out the back. He points and yells, 'Hey!' and is walking toward me with a purpose. 'Get the fuck away from my dog.' It's at this point that I realize it's Tommy Lee Jones. I put my hands up and I say, 'Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was your dog.' I don't know if he heard me, but he walked right up to me with his driver, right behind him, ready to pull him back if he has to. He puts his finger in my chest and says, 'Why is she out? Who let my dog out?' I went home and called him later asking if I should still come in tomorrow. He said, 'Nope, you don't work here anymore.' I tried explaining everything, but there was no getting through. In an interview with DP30, he straight on said he is not enjoying the conversation.
Do you get nervous as you walk up the red carpet and you know people are going to see the film for the first time?
No.
Because your work has been done and you know what you've made?
I don't get nervous.
You just don't get nervous. Do you ever get nervous?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, a conversation like this just kind of makes me nervous.
Just because you don't know where it's going, or because I'm going places that are not make sense, or?
Yeah, I mean, I really, as I said, I don't know. I don't understand your line of questioning, really.
Although many people find Tommy Lee Jones extremely rude, it's the opposite with Gordon Ramsay. Often being the huge jackass on screen, that is actually not how Gordon Ramsay is in real life, as a lot of people who met him can only speak good of him. My favorite celebrity encounter was making a smoothie for Gordon Ramsay. It was super nice and said he would be back later to get his friend something. The friend was David Beckham, who was also super nice, and they stayed and took pictures with everyone. Can vouch for old Gordon. Met him at the O2 Arena where he has one of his chain restaurants. He saw me gulping at him, as I've always been a fan, and he said, "You can come over, I don't bite." Hard. Spent 5 minutes with me chatting about football and took a few photos with me. Man was charming and so effing charismatic. It wasn't real, but people really adore him of the way how he is when he is with his family. I'm of course extremely impressed with Gordon's cooking talent and accomplishments, but what makes me respect him above all is how he has managed to completely move beyond a traumatic childhood and create such a wonderful, love-oozing family. Huge respect, and although Gordon is loved by everyone, the same cannot be said about Jennifer Lopez. As far as legendary interviews go, Jennifer Lopez's 1998 interview with Movie Line is most definitely one of the most shocking ones. In the interview, she trashed a number of Hollywood leading ladies at the time. She said on Salma Hayek, "We're in 2 different realms. She is a sexy bombshell, and those are the kinds of roles she does. I do all kinds of different things." On Cameron Diaz, a lucky model who's been given a lot of opportunities. On Gwyneth Paltrow, tell me what she's been in. I swear to God, I don't remember anything she was in. On Madonna, do I think she's a great performer? Yeah. Do I think she's a great actress? No. Despite being a multi-millionaire, according to a former waitress, she is not generous when it comes to tipping
I
people.
swiped JLo's card, which was wild. It like had her name on it, which is crazy. Her security guard was the one that was carrying her cards. So he handed me the cards, and I don't know if she has a policy of how much to tip or if he decided to tip. Because bitch, they only tipped 8%. 8%? Chance the Rapper tips 50 minimum. Jon Stewart tips like 75. 8% J-Lo.
Another example was when her former husband Ben Affleck left a tip in a casino, which he almost entirely took back.
Yeah, well, the ego that's involved in being an athlete sometimes, like the I'm the man, I can't be stopped, fuck everybody else,
I
fuck
agree
the
with
world.
you. I agree with you.
It sort of breeds it.
But there's fame, like if you go like dealers in Vegas, especially because everybody comes through there. There's like, I think it was Affleck when he was dating J-Lo. My buddy was a crap dealer, and he left him $5,000, and she picked up 45, in chips, and she picked it all up at 500 and left 500. He left the 5,000 tip. She picked it up, and like,
What a cunt.
yeah, absolutely.
What a cunt. She stole. She's a fucking thief.
But all that rudeness can't be without consequences, as her new movie, which she wrote and played the lead in herself, only got a 4.1 rating out of 7,000 votes. However, if you want a bigger rating, you would have to look at John Cena. For starters, Cena is the most involved Make-A-Wish project celebrity with over 650 projects, which makes him a world record holder.
You experience something like the reward of a Make-A-Wish. If you're not moved, I don't know if you have a beating heart. What the concept is, these kids facing life-threatening illnesses are granted one wish. And imagine if you were that wish. So that's what a child's one wish is. I would like to hang out with this person and then see this person perform. That is by far the most flattering thing that I have ever experienced, and it's very tough to even put that into concept.
In a video about a young boy who heard his mother got diagnosed with breast cancer, Cena got to see and meet the people he inspires with his positivity.
Because I got his wristband that he gave to me, and when my mom was having her 6-hour surgery, I gave her the wristband that I told her to never give up, and she's now cancer-free.
It's pretty cool. At a young age, he has such great perspective. It's really cool to see, man.
Thank you for everything you've done
Stop.
for my family.
Get over here. Coolest surprise ever. You're extremely strong, you know that? That's pretty cool.
That's what you gave him. He made sure that through my cancer journey, I say, Mom, Cena says never give up. And I'm now cancer-free.
That's great.
And if you're still not going to ever cease to amaze me, the fact that he took his time out of his busy schedule, put that aside and said, I'm going to meet this kid, says a lot about the man. He is a wonderful human being, and I try every day to be a piece of a human he is. Although Cena does almost everything to make his fans feel seen, that is not the case with James Gordon. The hate towards James started when rumors came of him being extremely rude in a New York restaurant. The owner of the restaurant, Keith McNally, addressed the visit in an Instagram post. A hugely gifted comedian, but a tiny cretin of a man, and the most abusive customer to my Balthazar service since the restaurant opened 25 years ago. After eating his main course, Gordon showed the hair to Balthazar manager G, was very apologetic. Gordon was extremely nasty to G and said, get us another round of drinks this sec, and also take care of all our drinks so far. This way, I write any nasty reviews in Yelp or anything like that. James Gordon was at Balthazar with his wife on October 9th for brunch. Brunchmaitre Dali Walters took the party to table 301. Mr. Gordon's wife ordered an egg yolk omelette with Gruyere cheese and salad. A few minutes after they received the food, James called their server, MK, and told her there was a little bit of egg white mixed with the egg yolk. MK informed the floor manager, G, the kitchen remade the dish, but unfortunately sent it with home fries instead of salad. That's when James Gordon began yelling like crazy to the server. "You can't do your job. You can't do your job. Maybe I should go into the kitchen and cook the omelette myself." In an unsuccessful attempt to save his image, he addressed this situation on his show.
As her meal came wrong to the table the third time, in the heat of the moment, I made a sarcastic, rude comment, right, about cooking it myself. And it is a comment I But here's the truth of it, right? Because I didn't shout or scream, like I didn't get up out of my seat, I didn't call anyone names or use derogatory language, I've been walking around thinking that I hadn't done anything wrong, right? But the truth is, like I have, I made a rude comment, and it was wrong. It was an unnecessary comment. It was ungracious to the server.
Gordon also once clashed with Patrick Stewart during an award show they hosted back in 2010.
When the presenters are up here and when the recipients are receiving their awards, don't stand at the back of the stage with your hands in your pockets, looking around as though you wished you were anywhere but here.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong, sir. You couldn't be more wrong. Oh, genuinely. And if it looked like that, I'm so sorry. But when you come up and present an award, just get on with it. There we go.
From where I was sitting, I can see your belly. And that was right over there at the back of the room. These people down here, you know.
Sorry, I'm waiting for the punchline. Go on. No, seriously, go on.
Okay.
No, go on. You can see my belly, and we can all see you dying right now. Let's go for it. Here we go.
One more. Do you want one more? If you fancy the Jonas Brothers, cover your belly.
And while a lot of evidence points out to James being awful, Paul Rudd always was portrayed as being extremely nice. A Reddit post from 4 years ago stated, "Paul Rudd came into my job today, and he has the greatest gem of a human you'll expect him to be. And with 108k upvotes and over 2000 comments, you cannot deny that he in fact is a nice person." Met him on set of Ant-Man. He was the kindest celebrity I've ever met on set. After spending a week around him, we would chat in between takes. Towards the end of the shoot, I told him I was a fan of the whole MCU, so he pulled me over and introduced me to Kevin Feige when he came to set one of the days. I will never forget that moment. Paul Rudd is a legend. He truly is the golden retriever of people. To add to his awesomeness, he handed out cookies to people waiting in line to vote in Brooklyn today. Seriously, he really did that today. And indeed, in a video, you can see Paul handing out cookies to people who were waiting in the rain to vote. Someone who definitely will not hand out cookies, or if he did, you'd better not eat them, is Antonio Brown. Former NFL superstar has a watch list of things he did that make him extremely rude. For example, a Pittsburgh doctor filed a lawsuit against him, claiming Brown owed him more than $11,000. But not only that, he repeatedly farted in the doctor's face. He also destroyed an aquarium full of piranhas, which he killed. He got accused of SA, his former trainer. He threw rocks at a police officer, and he said racial slurs to a Notre Dame player online. Another athlete who is the exact opposite of Antonio Brown is former Chelsea player and French internationalist N'Golo Kanté. After playing Cardiff City with his team Chelsea, Kanté missed a Eurostar to Paris to meet his family, which left him stranded in London. He then searched for a mosque nearby where he could partake in the evening prayer. It was there that some Chelsea fans recognized him and invited the star to their house for dinner. Instead of politely apologizing, Kanté accepted the offer and they enjoyed some food and games together. However, the opposite could be said of Jaden Smith. "I owned a nightclub for a few years and had Will Smith's son in one night. I honestly don't even remember his name off the top of my head. What a little bitch. That's the only way to describe him. Little bitch." He also once yelled at the staff for misplacing his $70,000 Louis Vuitton briefcase.
Where's my fucking bag?
And although Jaden is really rude, Madison Beer is equally nice. She once visited a Singaporean nail artist, and when she heard that she couldn't afford the rent, Madison Beer stepped in. The artist also mentioned that after Madison reposted her nails on social media, it made her business improve tremendously.